Hello, I'm Reverend Mike. Welcome to Missing the Point. In this series, I attempt to correct common misconceptions found in religion. Today's topic: are there gods other than the one true God? Of course, polytheistic religions focus on multiple gods, and they would say that of course there are multiple gods. Some religions have literally hundreds of gods, each with their own purpose. But monotheistic religions focus on one God, and typically do not believe in other gods. They believe that other gods do not exist, that they are fictional. But what does the Bible say? Are these other gods fake? Or are there other gods out there? Exodus 20, verse 3 is the very first commandment. Thou shalt have no other gods before me. The interesting thing is that the word gods here is Elohim, the same word used to refer to the God of Abraham. It is not a different word, so the scripture does not indicate whether it is referring to another real God, a lesser God, or a fictional God. What about the second commandment? Thou shalt not make unto thee any graven image. He specifies in verse 5, Thou shalt not bow down thyself to them, for I, the Lord thy God, am a jealous God. God even calls himself by the name jealous in chapter 34. He doesn't want you to worship any other God, but once again, is he jealous of an actual God, or just jealous of the attention you're paying to a fictional God? In many cases, the word used to refer to God is Elohim, which is technically a plural word. Genesis reads, We shall create man in our image. This has been interpreted as God and the angels, or as the Holy Trinity. Others use it as proof of the existence of multiple gods, and that we should worship the God of Abraham, not because he's the only God, but because he was the God that created us. I don't think you can do a video on this topic, at least not a thorough one, without at least mentioning the alien hypothesis. Many believe that many of the gods from ancient cultures were actually aliens. Ironically, the father of the ancient alien theory, Erich von Däniken, is a devout Catholic. He believes completely in our Creator, but he was puzzled by Ezekiel 1:4 through 28. It tells of strange living creatures and a flying wheel. To paraphrase von Däniken, my God doesn't need a craft to visit the earth. He believes that the false gods and many of the angel encounters were actually aliens. He further suggests that all of the other gods, like Zeus, Aphrodite, and Osiris, were all aliens and not actual gods, but not fictional characters either. These gods are also theorized to be time travelers by some, or members of a lost technological civilization not unlike the legendary Atlantis. As crazy as these theories might sound, anyone with technology who visited these ancient people, whether alien, time traveler, or Atlantean, would most likely be identified as gods. I go into this a little bit in my UFO and aliens video, but it was pretty broad and I didn't go into a lot of detail since this is a huge subject. If you're interested in an in-depth study, you can get the gist of this theory by watching episodes of the show Ancient Aliens. Even if you don't believe in ancient aliens, it can be a pretty entertaining show. Now, these theories might be considered blasphemous by some, but I find it intriguing. I'm not saying all the gods mentioned in all holy texts were technologically advanced beings, but if there is even a possibility, I don't think we should ignore the idea. I think healthy religion should be open to discussion of strange things. We can debate these things without becoming intolerant or hateful. It hurts nothing to talk about these things. Just because we talk about these things doesn't mean we have to believe in them. They can be an interesting intellectual debate. Builder gods are another aspect of the ancient alien theory, and sometimes ancient lost civilization theory. Stories in some Mediterranean cultures, like the Egyptians, reference builder gods coming from the west across the ocean. Stories in some South American cultures describe builder gods as well, coming from the east across the ocean. While these builder gods could reference aliens, it's more likely if they are factual beings that they refer to a lost civilization in the Atlantic Ocean, a civilization that might have been the inspiration for stories of Atlantis. An island nation in the Atlantic Ocean would have been west of Egypt and east of the Mayans in Central and South America. There are other stories of ancient lost civilizations that have survived to modern times other than Atlantis, such as Mu and Lemuria in the Pacific, Dwarka in the Indian Ocean, and there's even an idea that Antarctica was once inhabited by an advanced technological race. Recent archaeological finds on Antarctica do show signs of habitation. Their technological level is not thought to be very high, but we can't really discount the possibility yet either. And then we have the king lists. There are Egyptian and Sumerian king lists that indicate the gods once ruled over their kingdoms. It was not part of their mythological beliefs. They actually believed that these beings actually ruled over them in ancient times. Of course, they were probably not actual gods. They were likely just people who were sufficiently advanced to make the primitive people believe they were gods. I think it is likely that they fall into this category. I think many were real, but not actual gods. Are these ideas against God? No, I don't think so. While there is little concrete proof of ancient aliens or lost civilizations influencing our ancestors, there is also no reason to discount these ideas out of hand. People of faith should not be threatened by such ideas. Even if these ideas prove to be true or false, there's plenty of room for faith, lost civilizations, and even ancient aliens. Thank you for watching this video. Please click like and subscribe. Feel free to leave a comment or question below. Who knows? Your question might even become the topic of a future video. Be good to one another. We are all in this together.